Hi, I'm going to talk about guidelines. And as you can see here, I'm in the university library. So if I start off, see if I can get this to work here, clicking on the Center for Writing Excellence. And this, let me see if it's going to, should come up here shortly. The next thing I want to do over here on this menu, I want to go to tutorials and guides. So I click that and we get a menu that looks like this, and then we want to scroll down this menu and you see APA information, and what we want here are reference and citation examples. That'll give us, and here it is, just came up. Now notice this right here, it says download the complete list of examples. This is a really good download, and so what I'm going to do, rather than click this to download, I've already downloaded it. You do this, it's a PDF file, so I'm going to go down and grab it, and here we go. Let's see if I can get it in the screen. You can see it says reference and citation examples. Now, you have to make sure you pay attention to the context. So this is basic guidelines just for doing an in-text citation. And so notice it says, if I run down the list here, it says, put the citation in parentheses. And they give examples just like this Smith 2008, but I'll show you where the examples are. And then it says use the words in the first part of the citation exactly as they appear in the references. You place the year, do not use the month and day. You only use the last name, no initials, no first names. Exception is personal communications, but that's those aren't used very often. Et al. Is only used if you have 3 to 5 or more. And notice it's ET, no punctuation, space, AL period. And then you can see in the citation here, it's ET, no punctuation, AL period, comma, and the year. That's the correct format. If there is no author, or if there's a group name, you can see use the group. Also, it says use the first 2 or 3 words of a title if there's no author, rather than really using a really long title. You just go with the first 2 or 3 words. Also, it says use italics for titles of books, periodicals, movies, television. And it's basically what it is. Anything that's been published is you're going to use italics for that. Notice it says include the page or paragraph number for a direct quotation. These are the correct abbreviations for page or pages. Don't use both. Page is preferred. If there is no page, then, and that's the case on some online sources, then go with the paragraph number. It says place any necessary punctuation after the final parentheses of a citation unless it's a block quotation. What this means is it means include the citation within the sentence. The exception is a block quotation, and then it's outside. Notice rule number 13 here. Never use a URL address as a citation. In other words, there's a format, so use the format. Basic guidelines for formatting reference pages, the reference page, and that's different. So notice you place them in alphabetical order. Use periods to separate each major element in the reference. Notice there is only one space all the way through a reference. Journal title is always in italics along with the volume number, but not the issue number or the page numbers. APA uses initials, not names, for first names. This Rule 4 here tells you if there's 8 or more authors, you can use ellipsis points rather than list them all. That's pretty unusual. The year goes in parentheses after the name. If there's no year, then you use no date. And notice it's in parentheses, it's N period, no space, D period. Include the month or season with copyright for magazine articles. So now notice this, they're talking magazines now, not journals. And let me see what else here we could cover that's pretty common. Capitalize the following elements of the first title mentioned in the reference. The first word, proper nouns, first word following a colon. And then use italics for, once again, for titles of publications. You only need a retrieval date if you're citing an internet source that's likely to change. Do use a DOI, that is preferred now, and there's no period at the end. If there's no DOI, what they want is a URL, a retrieval statement. So retrieve from, lists the URL of the database, not the entire URL for the article, because databases are password protected and it typically wouldn't work anyway. And some of them are 5-6 lines long. I wanted to show you this piece right here, table of contents, because this PDF file really gives some good examples. Notice here, a book with one author, and notice how for an in-text citation they give you some examples, and then they give you an example of how to do the reference. And then if there's let me see, up to 6 different versions here. Notice it's pretty common in the format. Cluckley, 1997, stated, comma, and then quotation marks, page number at the end. Book with 2 or more authors, once again up to 6 reference of books. So they give lots of examples here, and I'm going to attach this PDF file. So this is probably the best reference source in the library right here. So I wanted you to see it and be able to use it as you think about doing your final paper. Thanks.